A Child's Book of Prayer and Art by Sister Wendy Beckett. So the first thing I need to share is that this is a Dorling Kindersley publication, and I did seek permission from them. We had several communications back and forth where I was requesting the ability to share a lot of this book with you. Permission denied. However, because of the fair use laws and because this is for educational purposes, legally, despite what they say, I can share 10% of the book with you. But unfortunately, when the book is only barely over 30 pages, that means 3 pages, and the cover counts as the first. So why would I do such a crazy thing when there's so much amazing children's literature out there? It's because I think this is extraordinarily valuable children's literature. To start with, the book is divided up the same way throughout. It's quite consistent. You have in thirds on this side and in thirds on this side information that applies to the value that's depicted over here. There are 12 values depicted in this book and 12 different famous paintings. Underneath over here, what we have is the name of the painting, the name of the painter, and the time that it was painted. Over here, we consistently have a large drop cap. We have two kind of a cameo, that's a little portion of the larger painting that's depicted over here. The text in the top and the bottom does two things. First, it does give background information about the painting itself. Second, it helps the reader understand, how does this value pertain to me personally? Finally, in the middle, what looks like a pull quote in red is actually the prayer, because again, remember, this is a child's book of prayer in art. I'm going to go ahead and share this with you and allow you to look at the picture while I do so. Here we see 4 children dancing while their sister Anne, their half-sister really, plays music for them. When brothers and sisters fight, it is as if nasty music is being played in their family. But this family is very happy together, making sweet music. The older children do not leave out the younger ones. Anne does not mind that she is not a part of the dance itself because she's helping to keep time for the others. The younger children hold hands and quietly enjoy being with Anne. Please help me to love my brothers and sisters and be kind to them. Please make our life together as happy and helpful as this dance. The family does not seem to be in a very comfortable place. There is a big tree that casts a lot of shadow, which even looks like it could be smoke. The shadow blots out all of the sunshine, and the stone wall behind the children looks cold. But families need to hold together most of all when there are dark shadows around them and things are not going very well. The children in this painting are all helping one another keep warm and happy in this dark and chilly place. So what kind of a book is this? Well, clearly this is a picture book. The pictures complement or correspond to a story if you consider each of the values on each of the 12 values as a different story. Clearly it's not a typical storybook. The illustrations are accurate, they're famous paintings, the theme is worthwhile, it appeals to children and their interests and age levels. Suggested age range, I would say ages 3 to 103. The motive for sharing is twofold. It's for children to both appreciate art and to appreciate values. Is there harmony of text, illustrations, format, and typography? Absolutely. This is just plain aesthetically pleasing, and it's quite consistent throughout the entire book. What about an informational nonfiction book? Are the facts accurate? The facts are accurate. The theory is a different matter. What about the scientific qualifications of the writer? Sister Wendy Beckett is a renowned art critic and historian. She has published many books. She's also done several programs for BBC. Are the facts and theory clearly distinguished? I would say yes. This side is clearly objective fact. This side, we have both. How about, is it believable? Sure. The illustrations should clarify the text. Well, I would say the whole point of this book was for the text to clarify the illustrations. But it obviously, this does clarify what she says. So sure, that definitely works. Is it thought-provoking? Absolutely. Organized, interesting, and up-to-date? It's timeless. I would say that this is definitely informational, nonfiction picture book. and it's one that I really highly recommend. I wish I could share a lot more of this book with you, and believe me, I would if it were legal for me to do so. But I find this book to be one of my personal favorites and extraordinarily valuable. It's not perfect. The value of repentance, for example, is not mentioned, and it's a clear omission in at least one of the paintings depicted. But it's an opportunity for children to understand that there are different opinions out there, and for them to really help understand what makes their religion so much a part of who they are. Repentance is huge for us. I encourage you to find this book, to read those 12 values, and appreciate the other art that is in here, which is beautiful and sometimes troubling, but very meaningful. Thanks.